How many of you guys like In-N-Out? Okay, well, my last name is Burger. In-N-Out Burger. Josh Burger. Well, thank you for having me here today. It's a pleasure to be here. In fact, it's a pleasure to be anywhere. I would like to give you a little background about me so you can better understand where I'm coming from. 24 years ago, which is how old I am, my mother was pregnant with me. There's my mom. Say hi, Mom. Hi. There you go. I know she's a little embarrassed. Alright, so since my parents already had 2 boys, they really, really wanted a girl. And they decided to take a picture, an ultrasound, to see how pretty I was. Well, they were shocked. First of all, not pretty, but handsome. But the ultrasound also showed that I was missing bones, had extra fingers, and a giant head compared to my body. In other words, I looked like Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box got a big head. Alright, the doctors said that I was not going to live because so many things were wrong with me. The doctor said I would only live a few minutes, maybe only make it through the night. Well, I did make it through that night, and the next night, and about 9,000 nights more. Wow, yeah. Okay, so what is different about me? Alright, kiddos, this is a very, very long condition name. I want you to try to repeat after me. Alright? Hyalocyogenesis syndrome type 3. Yeah, that's not bad. Good try. Not bad. Well, it's pretty rare. The doctor's original diagnosis was in fact wrong. My condition is so rare that they have not heard of it before. There are less than 5 people in the world alive with what I have. Every bone in my body is misshaped. I am missing bones in my legs. All my joints are dislocated. I can't really bend the fingers in my right hand. Even though bones in my ears don't work right, so I am deaf without my hearing aids. I was born with a hole on the roof of my mouth, so I couldn't swallow until it was fixed. I cannot stand or walk, so I use this wheelchair. Because I have only one functional lung and a large heart, I'm on oxygen 24/7. I've been hospitalized numerous times. I almost died several times. I didn't eat solid food until over 1 year old. I didn't hear until I was 3. I didn't talk until I was 5. I didn't walk until... Wait, I still don't walk. Okay, so first I had to decide to deal with the health challenges. I realized that I can't do anything about my twisted body other than tweak my attitude and have fun with it. Hearing aids, I wear them. Medicine, I take them. Now, oxygen, this thing in front of me, was a very big problem. The doctors realized that I was sweating like crazy, even when lying still. So at the age of 5, the oxygen thing happened. My parents tell me that I did not like having the oxygen tube on my face, but I got used to it. Now, let's see. So the oxygen cord used to stretch everywhere around the house. We had a really, really, really long cord, and someone would always trip on the cord, and guess what happened to my head? It would hurt a lot. A lot. Now, you guys ever play hide and seek when you were little? Well, I used to play hide and seek, and I was pretty young back then. So I didn't know that my dad would follow this cord, and he knew that I was at the other end of it. Yeah, I was pretty dumb back then, I know. Okay, so that brings you up to speed on me physically. I may be the oldest person in the world alive with my condition. My future is unknown. But that is the way it is for everyone, right? So, let's move on. My parents put me in school just like everyone else because they wanted me to experience everything that everyone goes through as a child. I remember in 2nd grade realizing that I was a little different from everyone else. I was frustrated when I couldn't do certain things, like riding a bike, not being able to walk, not being able to hold a pencil right, not being able to wear shoes. Then I realized I couldn't even put on shoes because my feet were so deformed. My frustration turned into anger. I was mad at God. Have you ever been angry at God? It is normal to feel that way. He understands. Well, I cried. Why did he do this to me? Why was I different? I felt sorry for myself for a long time. I wanted to be like everyone else. Why was I the only kid in a wheelchair? The school was scared of me and my wheelchair. The principal thought that I would run over everyone and that every first grader was going to grow up with only 8 or 9 toes. No way, 7. 7 toes. So when I was at age 8, I had a decision to make. I had to decide whether I was going to go through life bitter and angry or whether I was going to get better. I had to decide whether I wanted to go through life feeling sorry for myself and keep looking back at what was, or whether I was going to look forward at what could be. So how do you find strength to look forward? You look to God. I eventually got over my anger by taking my eyes off of me and by putting them on God. Maybe, just maybe, he put me on this earth on purpose like this. Maybe my little body was his gift to me, and what I did with it and with my life was my gift back to him. So I decided that I needed to try something new. I wanted to stand on my knees, but first I had to learn how to keep my head up like this. You see, I was not a very strong kid back then. As I lifted my head, and for the first time, it went straight back to the ground. I was really frustrated, but I just kept on practicing. Once I was able to keep my head up, I moved on to the knees. That was the hardest part. Not only was I lifting my head up, I was lifting my entire upper body. That takes a lot of strength, and that was the hardest part. And every time I fell down, it hurt. This took months to nail it perfectly. When you fall down, do you stay down, or do you get back up? Right, you get back up. If you stay down, you won't be able to go anywhere. You will be just squirming around like a little worm. When times are tough, you just feel like you want to give up. No, you are not allowed to give up. You know why? Because someone loves you. Someone cares for you. Someone wants to see you succeed, and they can see that in each and every one of you. That someone could be to your left, to your right, behind you, maybe even in front of you. You matter. I want you to know that. Your best days are ahead of you. Are my best days ahead of me? Well, people think that because I'm handicapped, I miss out on things. Well, that's true. But I also experienced blessings that would not otherwise come my way. When I was 10, I was nominated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation for Severely Ill Children. My wish was to go to Disney World, and I did. It was so much fun. When I was 13 years old, I got to meet President Bush at the White House. It was so cool meeting him. I even got to play with his dog. That was pretty cool. In 2006, I was selected to be pilot for a day at an Air Force base. I had my own pre-flight briefing attended by my crew of 10 Air Force enlisted men and officers. I got a tour of the base, of the control tower too. I cleared a large cargo jet for takeoff. And then I got to do what every kid's dream of. Flying in a giant C-5 transport plane simulator that cost $13 million. It was the hardest video game I've ever played in my life. It was crazy hard. I almost died. Like, I flew underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, almost clipped it. But I did get to go to Hawaii, virtually. That was pretty cool. Alright, so I've gone, kind of like a NASCAR racing and a big, powerful race car. I spent 3 seasons playing handicap baseball. I love to play video games. How many of you like to play video games? Oh yeah, okay, we got some gamers in the house, okay. So I think that I've been very, very blessed. And I like to enjoy many activities. Many of these things have come my way because of a lot of really nice people who cared about me. They gave their time and their resources, just like the good people here, to make my life better, to make your life better. And in doing so, they taught me that the real joy in life is in serving others, helping to make their lives more joyful. And even though that I'm handicapped, there are many people not as fortunate as me. For instance, many people who cannot walk do not have access to wheelchairs, let alone a really nice one. So, I quite literally had legs, and I could choose where to go. People now relate to me as a person and not a child. In fact, young kids often stare at me and they come over and ask, "What happened to you?" I say stuff like, "Cigarettes. Cigarettes. Bad for you. You don't want to smoke cigarettes. You'll turn out like me." Alright, I'm just kidding. So, for the past 6 years, I've been very involved in a camp called the Painted Turtle. It's a really cool camp. It's a camp for disabled and sick kids that was inspired by an actor named Paul Newman. No children are charged for the week at the camp. Each camper is seriously ill in one way or another. They are unable to participate in what most kids take for granted. One week it's just for little people like me. The next week it's kidney disease or transplants. Then liver disease, arthritis, and something called hemophilia. These kids will bleed and bleed even from a little bruise or a tiny little cut. And if they don't get help, they could have very serious problems. All the campers get to be themselves because they are hanging out with other kids that are just like them. Same illness, same struggles, same stories. They get to go fishing, boating, horseback riding, zip lining on their wheelchairs, woodworking, swimming, singing, dancing, and so much more. So why am I telling you this? Because most of these kids are your age, and they have spent weeks or months in hospitals. That means they miss a lot of school and they miss making friends. They should feel self-conscious for being different, right? That's the thing though. They are learning to accept themselves for who they are. They have hope for a new beginning because somebody cares about them. They are learning to get comfortable with themselves and their messed up bodies. Could you imagine being in a wheelchair or hooked up to machines or not being able to eat what you want because it can harm you? There are kids out there who worry about that stuff every day. They would love to be able to walk and run. They would love to be able to eat any foods without worrying. They would love not to be able to be on medicine to live. If you are healthy, you have a lot of things to be thankful for, more than you realize. Listen up. At school, everybody is different. Some kids are taller, some kids are shorter. The shorter ones want to be taller. Sometimes the tall ones feel awkward and want to be shorter. Some have dark hair and want to have lighter hair, or vice versa. Some have curly and want straight. Some people wear glasses and feel different, like they have to act in a certain way. Others speak with an accent or have a speech difficulty and are afraid to talk because of being laughed at. Who cares? You are wonderful, just like you are. You are special, and your life has great meaning because God made you, and He loves you. But in spite of all the things I've been able to do, people meeting me for the first time still treat me like I'm a kid, or worse. They stare at me like I'm an alien. And I mean from Mars. I know. It's crazy what people think. Now, if you see someone different, just pretend you don't see their disability. These kids didn't ask to be different. That's just how they are. Say hi to them like you would to any normal person. And remember, not to judge anyone on how they look. Look at their heart. Which reminds me of my last heart checkup about 7 years ago. The technician at the hospital turned on Sesame Street. Anybody seen the Sesame Street? Sesame Street for young kids, right? Now, I was 17, okay? And this lady put on Sesame Street. And I went, come on, lady, really? Why you gotta do that? I'm 17 years old. So, of course, I looked at my mom, she looked at me, and she's like, this lady's crazy. So, she asked the technician, I said, hello, can you, like, change the channel to, like, ESPN? He is 17, you know. So, I know the lady wasn't thinking. She's probably trying to turn on the TV to Sesame Street, whatever. But come on, seriously? So after the test was done, she gave me another smack in the face, metaphorically speaking. She asked me if I wanted a sticker. Not like a cool sticker, like little itty-bitty stickers. Little puppy paws, whatever you want to call it. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, are you serious, lady? I'd rather have a mocha frappuccino. With whipped cream. Which I had today. Delicious. This is my life. If I had a choice to be regular, like all of you guys, or stay the way that I am, I would stay this way. I know, you're probably thinking, you're crazy. But really, no matter what, every life is important. You matter. This world will be a better place because you are in it. You are here right now because there is a plan for your life. A plan to do great things. Each of you has unique talents and gifts to live life and to serve others. Focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. Aim high, shoot for the moon. And if you miss it, you might still hit a satellite. If you aim for nothing, you'll probably hit nothing. If you fall forward. Falling is not failing. Not getting up to try again. Now that is failing. Remember, you've got a body that works. You can walk and breathe by yourself. You can learn anything you want. You have people here who loves you. We all been given so much, and to whom much has been given, much is expected. So go out and live. Thanks for listening. And see, I can set up, just in a different way. Did you want to do like a Q&A? Like 5 questions? However many.
We're going to open it up to everybody. If there's anybody that has a question for Josh, just raise your hand. Thank you. And then I'll come to you with the microphone.
Great idea, because I'm pretty deaf without it. You can ask me any kind of question you want.
He has a statement for you.
You have a statement? Okay, I want to hear the statement.
Me and you have one thing in common, and it's our hearing aids.
What? Do you have 2 of them? Sweet, so do I. I used to have all colors. I had blue, I think I had pink at one point, baby blue, confetti, whatever. Yes, I love it. Anybody else? Questions?
Anyone? Raise your hand high, raise your hand high.
Got one in the middle.
To your left, to your left, to your left.
What's happening? Oh, hello.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is your favorite music?
What is my favorite music? Oh, you know what? I'm a big Chris Tomlin fan. Big Christian band. Love it. Amen to that.
Right down the middle.
Right down the middle. Don't be nervous. I'm just a good-looking guy, that's all.
Was it hard for you growing up?
Yes, it was really hard for me to grow up. I had my struggles in the beginning. Like I was saying, I hated not being able to ride a bike or not being able to skateboard, and because I can't keep up with my friends. But it was great because a lot of my friends adapted around me. So they know that I can't ride a bike, so they'll ride their bike around me so I can stay with them. Ride a skateboard, and I would watch. Maybe I would sometimes videotape them when they're skateboarding, doing some new tricks, watching them fall and hurt themselves, and I would just laugh. Ha! You fell down. I'm still up here. Not a single cut.
Got one on your right side.
Okay.
Do you like cheese?
Do I like cheese? Do you have any specific kind of cheese? Cheddar?
Swiss.
Swiss. Swiss is a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Swiss cheese. Do I like blue cheese? Ugh. Yeah. My advice is they should never have a color name in a cheese. That's just weird. And why is it blue? It looks like green. Anybody else? Oh, we got one over here.
We got three. Last three.
Okay.
You said you like baseball. Do you have a favorite baseball team?
San Francisco Giants. Woo! All right. Not a Giants fan. I like it. I like you guys already. Okay. Any more?
Down the middle. Down the middle right here.
There you are. Okay.
What's your favorite color?
You know, it's funny. Everybody asks me that, and I literally have no idea what color is my favorite color. It changes every single month. So right now, okay, so see, I'm a big Warrior fan right now. Big Warrior fan, so it's got to be a Warrior Blue. Warrior Blue. There you go. First game this Saturday, 12:30. Go Warriors.
We got one last one over here on your right side.
Do you like turtles?
Yeah. I love Curry. Curry for MVP.
Nice.
Got one more?
We have one more?
Yeah,
One more right here?
We can do a couple more.
Can I have Jason and Trinity find Sarah on the side, please?
You guys are being summoned. Clean up on aisle 3. What's up?
Do you have friends?
Do I have friends? I have lots of friends. Somebody, Michael, you've been summoned.
Another one? Oh, okay.
You've been summoned. Another one back here, too. Yellow, in a yellow shirt.
Do you have your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Oh. Sushi. Woo! I love sushi. I can literally eat that all day. If I was stuck on an island, that would be my last food. We the one in the yellow, she's been wanting to ask.
Did you know our cottage was Christian too?
Yeah, I heard about it. That's really cool. I was like really excited when I heard about that. That's awesome.
We have another one right here.
What's your favorite video game?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm a big sports guy, so I love playing sports games. So big basketball, hockey, football. Yep. Is that it?
I have two more questions for
Two
you.
more? Okay.
Last two.
Last two.
Do you like football?
I love football. Go Niners. Go Niners. Man, there's a lot of Bay Area fans here. I like it. We got a question, Michael. Michael. Way back there. Yeah, just yell it out.
Go ahead, Chris. Just yell it out.
Yell it out. Niners.
All right, we got one more up here for you.
Do you like chocolate?
Do you like chocolate?
I love chocolate. I'm a chocoholic. Gotta be milk though, milk chocolate.
Can we real quick give a round of applause for Josh Berger, everybody? Josh, we want to thank you so much for taking your time to come out here. Trinity and Jason has something on behalf of us to you.
Oh boy.
Thank you so much for your time,
Thank you.
your words.
Oh, I love these.
Go, Jay.
Don't be nervous. There, give me a pound. Pound it. There you go. Ooh, what's this? A book. Did you guys make this?
I guess so.
You guess so? What do you mean you guess so? You either did or you didn't.
That's a yes.
All right. It was great. I love it. I can't wait to read it. Love it. I love books.
Once again, let's thank Josh Berger, please.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you. Awesome.